Okay, here's the important part. Bring your character into Maya from Mixamo with the animations on. Create the cape shape. Make sure it has plenty of subdivisions. Um, Try to make it match up a little bit with some geometry on the back of your character like I did here. See, I'm trying to make it match up with that row pretty well before those two corners there. FX menu. Make nCloth. So it needs to be an nCloth before you can constrain it. So it looks good. We're going to go to vertex and we're going to select that row on the end. Change your presets before any of this. Shift select the big guy and constraint, point to surface. Now you have a dynamic constraint over there. You're going to make some changes to it. You want it to be a weld. Alt first is good. Connections method is going to be within max distance, and you want that to be set to about 6. Okay, or just make sure that it looks good. But you don't want too much distance, because then it'll be constraining it to his face instead of just his back. You can actually go in with your measuring tool and check, see the distance, and use that distance. Okay, and then it looks good, except it's stretching too much, and it's not colliding with our character. So, what you're gonna do... Yeah, it's going right through his body. We've got to fix that. So click the big guy, turn on collide. Alright, and that's under rigid shape 1 in the attributes. Okay? If you select the big guy, rigid shape 1, attributes, turn on collide. You'll be good. Now it's hitting his body. It should be hitting his body, not just going right through his body. The presets for the collisions are fine. My cat's going crazy, I'm sorry. Hi, you. Next thing that you're gonna do, next thing we're gonna do is take our polyplane and change some of the nCloth settings, so that it's not stretching so much. So we have our nCloth, we're in nCloth shape in the attributes, and then collision settings are good, just fine, yeah. We're going to go on down. Ouch. Sorry. To the dynamic properties, and that stretch resistance right there, we're gonna change that to 60. And actually the silk preset is 60, so you shouldn't have to change anything if you choose silk. And to do that, we're gonna just put the Arnold standard surface on. So you're gonna go to apply new material, Arnold, and standard surface. And it's going to be two-sided. That's why we're choosing this. In Unreal, you would choose two-sided as a material option so that you are not seeing just one side of the cape. You really don't need thickness on this. It's just a cape. So, there we go. You can see that now there's no black side, and if we go ahead and play, it looks a lot better with just the material changing. So it was, but it's still like kind of buffering. So give it a second. We're gonna scrub through, make sure that it goes all the way to the end of the animation. And voila, it's great. Once you get to a point to where you're happy with your cape, then I'll help you get it exported and socketed onto your character. Or you can just export it separately and let the designers know that they're going to need to add a socket on like the top of the spine or the back of the neck to attach this cape. So, alrighty. That's it, man. Holler at me if you have questions.